Sorry.
Seinfuck.
When I say bringing us in, that's industry speak, all right? That means that you're going to be starting the recording, right? When you're going to lead us in. And I've never taken direction from more than one person at a time.
Jesus fucking Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jon Breaks Bad News. And sorry to break some bad news to you, bud, but you're on the Seinfuck podcast.
Oh my God.
Happy to be here. I've listened to a couple episodes. You guys are very funny.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I gotta say this right now, Harper. Are you working on an Orson Welles impression?
I am. I've been workshopping my Orson Welles impression. That's right. Yes, I have.
You just drop it on the episode where we have a big guest.
You gotta have good material for John. I can't be sitting out here with my Trump I've been leaning on the politicians. You need to get a fat guy in there. You can't do a John Candy impression, right?
No, I can't. I'm really terrible at all impressions and all accents. I can't do a single accent.
I'm very infamous for trying to do stuff, and it always devolves into foghorn leghorn. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing.
That's Malcolm's little bit of lore.
It's my only impression. It's foghorn leghorn.
I mean, and it was kind of funny before we sort of dropped in here, John. Sasha brought up a story that apparently you had forgotten.
Yeah.
Where you did an impression of a Scottish woman on stream.
A Scottish woman farting and clearing out a room after getting drunk
on Buckfast.
You guys know what Buckfast is? Or you guys familiar?
Yeah, Buckfast gets you fucked fast.
Yeah, it's
so I'm Canadian, so I don't know what Buckfast
John, explain Buckfast, please.
Buckfast is a fortified wine produced by monks that is very popular in Scotland. And my mother's Scottish. She's she came over here. She now lives back in Scotland, but she came over here when she was 18 as like a nanny. And then my dad met her.
Little au pair kind of situation.
Yeah, they were at a bar, and because my dad watches a lot of British TV, he was able to talk to her.
You're just like, I was watching Faulty Towers.
He watched a lot of Monty Python, so he understood her wacky language.
I can hold a conversation.
So she's now back in Scotland, and she'll occasionally come over for the holidays and stuff, and she'll bring like bottles and bottles of Buckfast, and it's this fortified wine that has like more caffeine than any other caffeinated beverage.
Oh, good God.
On the market, and it's also 17% alcohol.
Oh yeah,
it's incredible,
and it tastes like it tastes.
It sounds like it tastes like death.
It tastes good.
It tastes good. It tastes like berries, and like it doesn't taste like wine. It's like sweetened, so it's like it's like a fruit juice, and then it kicks you in the face after like 3 sips of it, and you're like. You guys remember the Four Loko?
I was about to say the same shit. I was about to be like, you remember before they took the worm out the Four Loko?
Exactly. Me and my friends would do funnels of Four Loko.
Yeah.
Funnel of Four Loko into your stomach and then vomit everywhere.
You have never, ever blacked out before you funneled 3 straight Four Lokos, and you woke up and you soiled yourself. That's the truth.
You either that or you woke up like on the back of a dirt bike and you don't know who's driving.
Yeah.
You're just going into the desert. You're like, we'll see what goes on.
Chimpanzee.
You're hitting it from the back on Four Lokos, and you're not even covering up your nose. That's how potent that shit is. You want to smell it.
Exactly.
You want to be alive. I love Four Lokos.
It's similar to Four Loko, but it's like the cause of like 90% of the crime in Glasgow.
Are you sure it's not heroin?
That too.
Oh man. I'm ashamed that I don't know this because my last name is McLeod, which is a very Scottish last name. And my name's Malcolm McLeod. It's a Scottish name, but for me to find out this is a Scottish, I don't know, like delicacy.
Buckfast, the Scottish delicacy.
It makes me, I need to reconnect with my roots. I got to go back.
They advertise on podcast Buckfast. Hit us up. or streams. John's here.
Yeah, that would be great. Our first fucking sponsor would be Buckfest. That's for sure.
But yeah, I drank a whole bottle. I don't remember the end of that stream. I only streamed for 2 hours. I started off drinking the Buckfast, finished it within the first hour, and then just like I don't know what happened.
It was just buzzing by the end of it, just completely not there.
You're like, I think that was a good one. And then the replay the next day, you're like, what happened?
That's so tight. I've been fucked up like that before, except instead of it resounding and like I just don't remember, but I fell asleep and everything I ended up finding. I was like walking through neighborhoods trying to go home and like falling asleep in gutters and
just
shit.
completely the opposite direction of home.
It sucks. Every suburb here looks exactly the same. So if you wake up in a driveway, you don't know where you are. You know, it is like a carbon copy paste situation, and there's only a 50% chance that the people whose house you are currently sleeping in front of don't own guns, and that's a good chance. You got to take those odds when you can.
Just for you, John. Harper is living in Arizona. I live in San Diego most of the time, but I'm here in Vancouver with Malcolm, and Malcolm's from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. For me, I think, when I've gotten fucked up, I'll get into like an Uber or something. But like, you know how like in movies when cars are like driving and you see the background and they're like a little blurry because they're like on a green screen? That'll happen to me where I'm like in the passenger seat. I can't tell where I am. I'm like, oh, life's a movie. And then usually I insist I'm the most sober I've ever been in my life. I'm that guy. I'm like, guys, I'm cool. Like we can do
such
stuff.
a problem.
The last time I got really, really fucked up, I drank like a whole pack of Voodoo Ranger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
IPA, like the strongest one we could find. I was
Juice
like,
Force.
I gotta go find the one with the highest percentage. And I pounded them when I was at my buddy's house, and him and his fiance, who I'm very close friends with, had us over because he had just gotten promoted, and my intention was to have a couple of beers and then go home. And then he was like, no, you're sleeping on the couch. There's
if you go out into the world,
it's like they were like, you're not going anywhere.
You're fucking citizen arrested your ass.
And they laid me down on their couch, and immediately the room started spinning, and I was just like, I woke them up. I was like, I gotta go. You gotta take me home. You gotta bring me home. It's a 30-minute drive to my house. So it's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like waking them up, and I'm like, you gotta bring me home. And then I vomited all over their bathroom.
Oh
Exactly.
no!
You made it to the bathroom. That's huge.
That's impressive.
They made it
That's
to the bathroom,
impressive.
then on the ride home, I caused hundreds of dollars worth of damage to the back of her car.
That's what it usually is. The reason they don't want you to drive you home is because they're like, you're going to make this a problem that's going to last days instead of it just staying here for a couple hours. But then
my buddy made me take my shirt off.
I remember.
You're like, I can't sleep on this IKEA couch, please.
This is the worst.
I was down in Mexico. I was drinking plastic bottle mezcal at a buddy's house.
Oh, and no, plastic bottle mezcal.
Plastic bottle mezcal in fucking Oaxaca. And it's like I'm in a packed fucking pickup truck on the way back from the party. It's like 3 a.m. and we shouldn't be driving at night to begin with because it's fucking Mexico and it's dangerous as shit. And so like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I need to throw up. And then, and instead of stopping the guy driving, his name's Junior, great guy. I'm so sorry, Junior. Instead of stopping them,
shout out,
shout out to Junior. I was in the back of a pickup truck, and they had one of those little inch wide windows that you have to kind of screw open. And instead of having him stop because it's Mexico by the side of the highway at 3 a.m., I just vomit out the crack of the window, and he fucking just there's a long line of vomit. And the fucker, this is how I know it didn't matter that much. He never fucking washed his truck, and so my stomach acid ate away at the fucking paint. And he still drives that truck.
Junior, hey pal, we got your ass. Yes. Out here driving the puke cab.
Yeah, you're like, we're keeping his name in. I want full name. I want address.
Yeah, can I get his license
phone
plate?
number.
I'm going to go to Mexico City next week.
There's something impressive. I think it would have been very funny if it came back to you and was like, listen, you damaged the car. Like, I need you to pay for the paint. And you're like,
I would
how?
have paid for it.
Nice
You
guy.
would have?
Of course I would have. It was
It
I
wasn't
felt
your-
really bad
it's
about
you.
it.
He didn't your fault. He
clean
didn't
the
wash his
car.
fucking car. Don't
at least
take
pay.
that.
You could just pay for the car wash at the very least, or like take some time out of your day.
To be fair, I did pay to have her car detailed after.
Yeah,
that was nice of you.
I think that's the move.
That was
If you vomit in someone's car, then you like come to consciousness and you're told that's what you do. I think you gotta. Oh yeah,
there goes.
He's got a dog named Sarge. So
that's
says
Sarge. Just so you know.
Sometimes he sees a light and it reflects off the living room, and he thinks it's like a spirit or a ghost. I have contacted priests, but they don't show up. I think it's because of my email address.
Okay, what's your email address?
Yeah,
you can't just bring that up and not say it.
That's Guangdong Refineries at gmail.com.
Yeah. What was it? Shenzhen Ironworks. It's
my work email.
Can you want to explain what Shenzhen Ironworks is?
No, I don't.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a Shenzhen Ironworks at gmail.com. It's my work email address for my job. Okay. You can send anything there because it doesn't get checked, and you can solicit a large number of feet pictures from women who play Call of Duty in lobbies using this email address.
What?
I have a small catalog.
It's so specific. It's
Is it
so
specific?
It's like, are you being affected by the tariffs?
It's true. It's true. Because I've also tried to solicit other parts of the body, and all I get back is feet, and at a reduced rate. And I'll tell you, I didn't vote for this.
Quick question, John. Has anyone ever asked you to break the bad news that their feet pics got leaked onto the internet?
Actually, one of the more recent ones that I've done was somebody was making AI porn of their ex-girlfriend.
No.
It wasn't exactly feet pics, but it was like still creepy.
Yeah, that's
Way
bad.
worse. That's way worse.
She found out about it and she was like, Can you call my ex and tell him to fucking knock it off? Because it's like he's selling AI porn of me to my friends.
Can
Oh
you
my
just
God.
deal
Friends?
with selling it to her friends?
Some friend, huh? Some friend charging a premium. What the fuck?
Hook a brother up. No, terrible.
Yeah, she should not be contacting you. She should be contacting a fucking
The
lawyer.
police.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Contact the FBI.
I'm quick question. So he was selling it to her friends or his friends?
I think they were like they had mutual friends. I don't have all the details of it, but
Okay.
Because the message that I got was pretty brief. It was just like, make him fucking stop. Like
Handle my conflict resolution. Yes.
So I called the guy. I left a voicemail, but I don't think.
Oh, he didn't pick up?
Yeah, no, he didn't pick up.
That's a coward. That's a coward right there.
That's a coward move. We all picked up. And I said I loved you. I can't remember if either of these guys did either.
Just imagine though, you're at the beginning of the Dodgeball movie. They're playing that fucking music. Doo, 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 doo. You're brushing your teeth with orange juice and shit. You turn on your voicemail. This is John from Jon Breaks Bad News. Your girlfriend, your ex called me, said that he wants me to tell you to fucking stop making AI porn. The music's still playing. You hit the hang up button. Doo, 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 doo.
Such an iconic fucking.
Harper, you were the last one that I called, right? About the cheese board.
Yeah. I would like to apologize. Okay.
You got so much hate for that call. I don't know why everybody.
They
was
really did not like me, bro.
Like comments were like really brutal. I was like, Jesus,
what the fuck?
people, I figured I didn't realize people had such strong opinions on charcuterie and like what can and cannot be on a board.
It's not even about that. It's just the personal insults that they had for me for no reason. They're just like, this guy sounds like he fucking huffs his own farts. This guy fucking sucks and his podcast is ass.
He sounds like he's trying to be Bill Burr.
Yeah, I got I saw a couple of comments on the live stream where it was just like, look at this Bill Burr wannabe. I was like, what?
I think my favorite mean comment on your one was, Harper, was he sounds like he'd be mad that his wife has a male doctor. It's just so brutal.
Yuck it up, fellas. Yuck
I
it
was
up.
like, yeah, I gotta say that was like unjustified. That's like the one time where I'm like, I think I'm on your
These
side.
assholes in your comment section, John, they're just waiting. They're waiting in the wings.
You should see what they write about me, man.
What about you? What can they say about you?
About you, John?
Yeah, I'm a fat retard, a piece of shit.
Oh, come on.
Fuck you piece of shit. I can't believe you're doing this for money.
This is about you.
Most of it's, usually you do it for like free. The only thing is like you expedite it, right?
Yeah, people tip me. I do the free call. I do like a half hour of free calls at the end of every show.
You're providing a fucking service.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
But some of them, like, they really fucking hate me. I think I get a lot of hate because a couple of years ago I went.
It's a top hat.
It's definitely the top hat doesn't help. But a couple of years ago, I accidentally went viral. I wrote a post on Facebook through the Facebook page. I wrote, "Do you know who Rob Lowe is?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I said it's a. No, I'm sorry, Mike Rowe.
Oh yeah,
okay.
the dirty jobs guy.
The dirty jobs guy.
Very different guy. Very different guy.
All mixed up.
I was about to say, I'm like, what did you do to Rob
from
Lowe?
The dirty jobs, right? It's a dirty job, and someone's got to do it. Yeah.
I wrote, it's a bigger tragedy than 9/11 that Mike Rowe's last name isn't penis.
Primo, chef's kiss. Mwah.
And Mike Rowe commented on it, and he said, actually, my first name is Mac. And I was like, oh, that's funny. That's great. He's playing along with the joke. Mac Rowe penis instead of Mike Rowe.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good. That's actually, I thought he would be more upset. Like, I thought he'd be like,
well, the 15 million people that follow boomers that follow his page that saw him because I came up in his feed. They did not like me at all. And I had tens of thousands of comments of people saying, how dare you compare this to 9/11? In the comments of it, I go, I apologize to the fans of 9/11 for this comment and associating Mr. Penis with their tragedy. And they did not like that even more.
Oh no.
They were very upset with me. They're like, fans of 9/11.
yeah. There's a crossover between people who are like, you must respect 9/11. It is a national
Venn
tragedy.
diagram. Fans of 9/11. Mike Rowe fans. So there's just everyone. And in the dead center, Jon Breaks Bad.
That's not a great place to be.
I feel like you've got to have some people who are just like, now I'm a fan of this guy. Like
there were a few people that were in there like defending me, but there was like a majority of them being like old white ladies. They would leave reviews on on the page, and they would be like, completely unfunny, totally reprehensible, 5 stars.
Yeah.
They were like, I can't take this man's business.
I don't know how this review system works, but I'm still going to give it 5 stars. Oh, that's fun.
Did any of them
really
call
good.
you? Did you ever like have to call like any of these like old these like Facebook moms?
No, nobody ever sent me any of their phone numbers or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing on Facebook is that like you get like a Facebook mom riled up. It's like nuclear war is about to start.
Yeah,
there it is again. No. Malcolm, nuclear.
No, we're not doing this.
Nuclear.
I can't do it. I can't say it.
It's like I'm on a fucking podcast with Bush himself. Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Nuclear. Iranian terrorists.
I said nuclear one time on a clip, and everybody ripped me apart about
Exactly.
Well, you said what one time on a clip?
Nuclear.
Oh, the nuclear. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say it's not because I'm Canadian. It's just I can't pronounce certain words. I need to clarify that now. That's one of the things I get this like a lot where I'll like mispronounce something like a name or like just like someone thing, and then someone will immediately correct me, and I'm always like, I want to fucking punch you. I'm so
well. Don't say anaconda then.
Yeah. I mean, it's also part of just having your work and your life kind of like just be visible in a lot of ways, like that they can find you, and not only can they find you, they can go back for receipts.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the first president with nudes. Just speaking of.
Just speaking of,
It's got to happen. It's got to be another.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's got a picture of Obama hog somewhere.
I think Trump is more likely that someone has a picture of Trump naked on it. That's way more likely, isn't it?
It's just in a little gold frame on Putin's desk.
Based on how easily the Borat team was able to almost get Rudy Giuliani's news, I'm sure you could have someone
catfishing Rudy Giuliani. Oh no!
How'd they do that again? What do they pretend to be?
It was a actress who was like pretending to like sext him, or what was that? Or
yeah, they got him into a hotel room and filmed him trying to fuck the actress playing Borat's daughter in Borat 2.
And she was supposed to be like 16 or 17 years old.
It's an incredible scene. Like that movie actually fucking slaps. Like it rocks.
Borat 2 was especially good. Borat 1 was fantastic, but the Borat 2,
I thought it was going to be worse than it was, but then it turned out like better. It was just different. So
I remember the scene where they're in the breast implant office with the plastic surgeon, and they're just like, so you would fuck me? Yes, I would fuck you. If I do this, you would fuck me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty classic.
Man,
it's one of those movies that you can watch at least once a year. You know, they don't have like a multi-year cool down.
I don't know. I'm one of those guys where it's like with Jackass, I kind of have to watch it through fingers because I'm just has such a strong feeling of anxiety in me.
I never used to have that. And then the last couple of years, I don't know if it's the therapy or the medications.
Yeah.
My sense of empathy, like every time I see somebody fall on a skateboard, my balls tingle.
Oh, yeah. No, I absolutely get that 100%. And I will say this right now. I don't go to therapy, so it's not the therapy.
How many syllables in the medication name, John? Let's get it.
If it's 14, you are doing great.
Three.
It ends in fall.
It ends in fall. No, it's not that
one.
Yeah, all. It ends in all.
Yeah. Am I good or
meth
what?
and fat? No, not that one either.
Just for children. It's the one that's for children.
Oh, yes, of course.
You ever been walk around outside and you catch a whiff of children's amoxicillin in the air? You know what I mean?
What? How? No, explain.
Yeah, you got to explain yourself.
Oh, you've had children's amoxicillin before, you know?
But why are you smelling it outside?
Why is it in the air?
Well, I'm walking outside. Well, that's a great question.
You're walking by the playground.
You smell their amoxicillin.
You're going to go play some t-ball with the boys.
Rubber kitchen gloves for some reason.
Cough medicine in every pocket. That's right. Yeah, the smell of amoxicillin is in the air. It's wafting around, that delicious strawberry flavoring over the chalk that they put in those fucking bottles.
The hills are alive with the smell of amoxicillin. It's just
I have the little feeder tubes that they give the kids. You know, they look like flutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, I'm walking around the park. I'm having a great day in my large coat, and get the smell of children's amoxicillin in the air, all right? And it's not coming from my coat because I'm only carrying pills. So what causes this? Where are they extracting the natural flavoring? And does my local government get involved? Your thoughts?
I mean, it really should in your case because they need to get you off these fucking streets.
The playground.
Yeah. I think they need to put more fluoride in the water. That's
the opposite.
You're going to cure your woes.
You're so right, Mel.
Double
Pharaoh,
injection.
when you're right, you're right.
God.
That's McNerd for you. So wise.
Thank you.
So wise, Pharaoh.
You can't bring in very specific inside jokes while John's here. You just can't.
It's not that specific. I just think it would be funny if everyone called Malcolm Pharaoh.
Yeah. So Harper wants me to be referred to as Pharaoh. Particularly, they really want my girlfriend to call me Pharaoh. Like in romantic situations,
because it was a thing where we found out that she called him king.
I mean, it's cool that she calls you king. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, I think it's funny, and that's the problem. Like she's trying to do it in a sincere way, and I keep breaking every time it happens.
Has it happened yet? By the way, has she called you Pharaoh?
No, she refuses. She's like, absolutely not.
I've asked. I've bothered her about it. She won't do it. Yeah.
Pharaoh, these hoes ain't loyal. You got to get rid of them.
I got to move on.
It's time to move on to someone who will treat you like royalty, Pharaoh. McNurk, you can't be trifling. You gave her enough time. 3 months of asking. Robert interceding your what would they call that? Caliph. Your grand caliph out there.
I'm your grand vizier and you're my pharaoh.
And no results.
I'm trying my best, please.
When you're shooting threes from half court pharaoh and she won't call you by your proper name, I think that's grounds to dismiss her and throw her in the bay. My thoughts, though. What were you saying? You were trying to get off this topic, I'm assuming.
Me? Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I could get on to an even worse topic.
Wonderful. No, that's how we roll here. We don't transition to more talkable conversation. We transition to some of the worst slop that we can pull.
I guess, John, do you ever get called anything like that? Like either by like
what are your little pet names?
Like, is that
what does she call you?
She calls me the F slur sometimes.
But that's only when she's pegging you, right?
Yeah, like a term of endearment. For when I'm crying. Walks in, she's like, you.
You here.
I feel like if I showed more real vulnerability to my girlfriend, that's when she's gonna drop the pharaoh on me.
That's a real woman right there, John. That's
devastating.
Walks in, burps, crushes the beer can. Sup, pussy? I'm sure she's wonderful.
No, she's amazing. We're actually I just proposed. We've been together for like 15 years, and I just proposed to her this like just after Christmas. We didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, thank you. And we have a wedding set for 2 years from now in March, but we're getting officially married next week.
Oh,
next week.
Awesome.
Oh,
congratulations. So legally, yeah, okay.
Yeah, legally,
but you're having the like ceremony and stuff later.
Yeah, we're gonna do the ceremony because we got a place, and then we were like, stuff came up where it was like, I kind of need health insurance, and she has it, and if we get married, then I can be under her health insurance.
Yeah, you can be on her plan and everything. Yeah,
it's super hilarious.
It's great talk. Yeah. It's great, funny talk.
It's a very real thing where you're like, it's time.
This is a real world scenario.
So true.
But she's amazing.
So you found a venue? Because I did have, if she is going to start calling you Pharaoh, I do have a location suggestion.
Memphis. Have you been to Memphis?
No. There's a Bass Pro Shop.
There's a Bass Pro Shop pyramid in Memphis.
You ever see that guy who jumped into the Bass Pro? I think it's in Memphis. The fish tank in the Bass Pro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was like doing fucking laps and shit.
He's naked.
Dude, that guy had a really small penis.
Hold on, guys. It was pretty big, okay? It was like a normal size. It was like a normal size penis.
I was like, wow.
So size queen over here, huh? Yeah, small? You think so? I don't think so. I thought he was pretty big.
Do you ever think a girl ever gets called a size queen for really wanting small penises?
No. What the fuck kind of question is that, too?
That would be a real queen right there. That would be a real queen.
Exactly, like, Pharaoh. Exactly.
She's too big. Or no, wait, not she's too big.
Yeah.
She could be also too big. But
she'll be the Cleopatra to your Ramses, or actually, what was her husband?
Real quick, do you guys think that girls bully other girls for having large pussies? You know, like
no, it's usually on a tits basis. I know this for a fact.
You know this as a fact. You're like, I've been in the trenches. I know what's going on.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't believe that for a second. I really don't. I don't think girls walk around and just, and by the way, bitch, your tits look like someone nailed eggs to a tree. Okay.
Oh, they very much do. I remember consoling my sister. She listens to the podcast. I'm sorry, Jessica.
No, you can't do. What the fuck are you doing? You're selling out your sister for podcast views. This is fucked.
Yeah, I am. She was one time just fucking bawling after school because someone girl made fun of her boobs. It was.
What did they say? What did the mean girl say?
I can't remember.
Was one like bigger than the other one?
It had to have been that, John. It had to have been that one was bigger than the other in the locker room or something.
Yeah, I don't know what you could
in the locker room where all the girls are changing. And someone got a
Just shut
good
the
look.
fuck up, Harper. Stop being
You're like an
creepy.
80s movie villain. What's going on?
He's fucking doing.
He's
full
becoming Orson
Porky's.
Welles in the 80s.
He's Porky's-ing it or whatever the fuck.
And maybe they saw and they were batting him around. They were like, "What ugly tits!
Shut the fuck
What
up,
ugly
you
fucking tits you got."
creeper.
Yeah, that would be awful."
he's doing all the Orsons this episode. He's got early Orson or the world.
Late Orson.
By the end, he's got Transformers Orson, like it was like going like who's going to inspire Marlon Brando to be the worst version of himself. By the end.
He's gonna have F for fake Orson soon. He's gonna smoke a cigar and wear a wide brimmed hat. I guess I was gonna ask if anyone broke any news about each other's like somebody's boobs, but I don't think you could do that without it being like either really sad or really creepy.
There was one time it was like a husband talking about his wife, like wanted me to call about his wife's boobs.
Oh no.
And I was like, and it was just that they were like great. And I was like, really uncomfortable.
That's
like,
not bad
That's
news.
not bad news.
It's not. I'm like, so I do this bit where like if I have to break good news, if somebody tricks me into breaking good news, I start painting my face like a clown.
Just full on.
Yeah, and it's like I have this clown wig, and I have
He's got the full wig.
I do the rest of the show dressed as a clown, and
Oh no.
That's good. I would have just started talking shit. Like after I got made, yeah, he said your tits look great. He sent me a picture too, though, and I don't really agree.
I don't really agree.
What's wrong with the left one?
Damn girls, are those $50? Shit.
The epicenter of this one is like higher than the other one.
Just full on like act like you're zooming in on the pixels.
Yeah,
It's
the
kinda
circumference
like-
is off.
It's all Event Horizon with you,
Yeah.
There's nothing out there.
Oof.
It's just
Spaghettification.
It's just a big red mass
Yeah.
with veins. Anyway, how you doing?
Hit me up. as John's fiance is monitoring the stream.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really get away with that, huh?
not that I would ever try, but
Exactly.
No, that's what I meant. Exactly. But I might try that.
Shut the fuck up.
you should come on one time, Harper.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, no, that would be great. That would go over great with your people over there. They really love me. This is
It's
what
a
I've learned.
redemption arc. It's a redemption.
Every time I've ever tried to do like a guest thing, they are never nice to.
Oh yeah, they're barely nice to you.
Yeah, no, they're not nice to me at all.
Yeah.
They throw money at me like I'm a whore. They just insult me the entire stream.
Yeah. Wait, Robert, were they nice to you in your comments on yours?
Some of them were very nice. Some of them were like, "Oh, he seems sweet," or like, "He's actually took the advice," or like something like that. But then there was one who was just like, "This guy is correcting people. He sounds like he needs a pen and a page for walking into every room. Like he needs notes. I need to
We
jot
remember
down
two
notes."
very different streams, Mr. Delilah. I recall some of the comments running as thus.
Oh yeah, go
This
on.
guy thinks he can take on a black bear. It sounds like he couldn't snap a pencil.
Ooh,
Why is he correcting you? This guy sounds gay. A big gay guy in the room with you. Am I on the mark here, Mr. Delilah?
Yeah, no,
I don't remember reading. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they.
What was your favorite, John? I'm sure you remembered all of them.
just the black bear. Like this guy thinks he could fight a black bear. He has no idea what he's talking about. And then just like facts about black bears.
Yeah.
It was probably Sasha.
That was just Sasha. Yeah,
That was just Sasha.
doing it.
Yeah, our producer
Run
Sasha.
from a black
just
bear
coming
and
in.
lay down for a grizzly bear. It was like a lot of people that were like that just
Oh, yeah.
had a lot of facts about bears.
A lot of bear advice was given,
Yeah.
but then some people did defend me and saying like, "Oh, black bears are very skittish, so you'd probably never have to fight one." And I'm like, "Thank you,
yeah.
random person."
Yeah, they're just like one person's just like black bears are pussies. He's onto something here.
And that was me.
Just runs to his fucking computer, says, "Jon Breaks Bad News." No, he's right. He can totally fight a black bear. I'm pretty sure all of Malcolm's unkind comments were just about how he was taking a shit during. Like, it could probably be like people in there saying, like, "Is he taking a shit right now?" Where is
he
he? A
was.
parking garage?
Because he was.
Yeah, because I was, and also mine like happened like I think almost 6 months before the other two calls happened.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't
no, it's totally fair. I didn't know what was happening. Like I think Harper and Robert got a little bit of like heads up of like our producer had like set this up.
No, we didn't get any heads up. We just got it from the fact that
We got so much heads up, actually, Robert,
we
that
got
we didn't
6 months
remember.
worth of heads up.
Whereas for me, I was like, I was on the toilet and I see a New York number. I'm like, I gotta answer this. Like this
could be business.
Did you guys do anything cool when you first busted? Like in a
like
girl?
a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, just like the first time.
I was so scared I was going to get her pregnant because we didn't have a condom on. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Buddy.
I'm going to be a teen dad. I'm gonna
And be like, oh no!
the regret. I was not prepared for the amount of regret I had in that moment. Like, I was like,
Boy never had post-nut clarity before.
like I went from being like a little drunk to like the most sober I'd been. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like it was
took
just
advantage of you too. Oh my God.
You've been raped, Malcolm.
You're
You were raped.
No.
That was a
That
rape.
nice woman did you a favor, Malcolm. Don't you take her to court.
I
represent him, John.
Yeah.
I feel like
Your
I
Honor,
talked about it.
he
Oh, we
was-
going?
Underage? He was drunk? No, Robert, you're not going. Shut the fuck up. And he was taken advantage of. Do you know how long my client cried after you raped him? And Malcolm's just like, I didn't cry. He's on the witness stand.
But he's like crying in court.
There's like that old blurry, just like, you know, like Nokia selfie, just like me crying.
Oh God.
Well, you're going now, Robert. You can go.
No, I had great sex. That's not enough.
Nobody has great sex their first time.
You had great
fucking
sex
lying.
enough.
No, that's the thing. I had sex way too early.
my God,
Don't
the
fucking
gun
put your
is
gun
story.
away.
Tell the real fucking story.
I was 13. The girl was 15. It was weird and uncomfortable. There you have it.
You for sure got raped. That is way more raped.
Also, how long did you eat her out for?
Like an hour and a half.
An hour?
Are you telling the fucking truth?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're telling
I
the
am.
truth.
Are you telling the fucking truth?
I can give you her name and probably the city she lives in.
Do it.
Let's
Do
look
it
it up.
now.
Let's look her up right now.
No, please don't. Please don't.
John, I think you got a little phone call to make this evening.
Jon Breaks Bad News. You're getting charged for statutory rape.
I just know you broke something like that before, John. That had to fucking suck.
There's been a lot of groomer shit, like
Oh, no.
people being like, you're gonna be on a watch list because you're a groomer. Like right before these people call the cops on the guy, I called.
Jesus. Wait. They call you before they call the cop.
John, things are in motion, buddy. You're going to want to hear this.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
That is
that's
great.
fucking great.
See, for me, what did I do?
Yeah, you're like,
I
let
don't
me
think
see.
Harper's still had sex.
First of all, that's very rude.
It's
It's very rude to
yeah.
interrupt people. And you do it a lot. You do it all the time.
Yeah.
And not only is it rude, but frankly, you do it so often that I haven't
He's
gotten
been
a word
busting
in this
in his
whole
tube
podcast.
socks.
I don't know what this half Trump impression is, but I don't like it.
I'm trying to filibuster. I'm trying to make it seem like I didn't come before. You know, the first time I like jerked off and came, I thought there was something wrong with me because I didn't know what cum was.
Aw.
And I thought like
Aw.
my piss solidified or something like that.
You're pissed.
What do you think was gonna happen?
You know, I didn't really know.
You're like, it feels so good, and my I've now got new colored piss.
Did you discover jerking off on your own? Was that like?
Oh yeah, no, I had no instructions. I was mashing the head of my cock with my left hand.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
Hey, wait, what was that? Not your dad.
Yeah, my dad sat me down. Say, I call this the rub and tugger.
He showed me with his own. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, no, of course you are.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that gay porno where he goes and he's just like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? You know, the
My
famous
daddy
one.
told me not to be ashamed of my body.
Finally, a connoisseur. Finally. He knew exactly what gay porno I was talking
Yes, I can quote gay porn at you, Harper. Congratulations.
about. We both use Twitch. I don't think it's that unusual. All right. It's just I use the pools and hot tub section more than you. And
True.
I watch it with my pants zipped up and a glass of Chardonnay. You watch it with your pants unzipped and you can't speak Russian, so you don't get the good stuff. We're not the same.
We're
just
not the same. We really aren't, and I am glad for it.
Rasvidanya at the book panic exit.com.
You guys ever watch those ASMR streams with the ears?
Yeah, it's good until they do the nails thing, and then I'm like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, why'd you do
What does
that?
that do for me? What does that do for anybody? Who's like remembering the barbershop chair where like the woman in 2005 with the worst fucking bump highlights you've ever seen was clacking her 8-inch long nails in your ear, being like, and your mom is so sweet. Your mama brings you here, and she's so gorgeous.
And you don't even cry.
Oh, don't worry, that'll grow back. It's like a piece of your fucking ear.
Oh no.
Well, first of all, John, I remember her finishing way before I did. That's true.
Bullshit. If you guys get to call bullshit on my thing.
No, because mine's true. I'll tell you why. Because Malcolm knows it's true, don't you, Pharaoh?
Yeah, I do know. Pharaoh knows all.
Pharaoh's there. He saw. All right. Go on.
Yeah, I was just standing there in the corner of the room. I was just texting.
Let's just say he
was
the
eating
pharaoh
pizza, you know,
of
like
the South Kingdom.
I'll make sure he fucking does it, okay? I'm not fucking around. That was a funny joke.
he's threatened us with this before. He's threatened us before.
So yeah.
The gun's a good bit, though.
It's a good bit. Everyone's you can't do it too often, or else they're just going to be like, "Well, he's got the gun. Is he actually going to do it this time?" And the answer
put
is
it in your mouth.
They get really upset.
I have never seen you put it in your mouth. I've seen you put it on your chin before, and that pissed me off.
I don't want to get lead poisoning. I'm afraid that like looking.
Yeah, you don't want to have the same. Yeah, have the same fate as your dad. Just too much lead in their life.
Yeah. Well, I could do it now. I mean,
please don't. Please don't.
Do it.
Just do it. Or you know what? Do it.
He already dry fired, so there's nothing in it.
I got gum in it. Hold on.
You're chewing gum on the pod?
Oh,
I didn't notice it, so he's doing a good job.
Can I not? You don't like it?
Chew more gum.
You don't like it?
Yeah, I hate it.
This is the ASMR that I don't like.
I got a new bit for you, Robert. Check this out.
No, don't make me read a user submission.
What are you threatening me with a good time for?
It's too early.
It's not too early, but I respect your decision.
I don't respect this decision. Holy shit.
That was commitment.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
My tongue tastes funny now. I'm out of water. Robert, go to the store and get me some water. I have to talk to Pharaoh.
No.
Pharaoh, what are we going to do about this guy?
I don't know.
He's been courting your...
He's been courting my time.
Your
and
concubine.
What?
He's gonna. I have to. When I die, I must intern him with my mummy. So as one of the human sacrifices.
Your entire
They'll be, like,
household.
high-fiving.
I'm coming with you.
The big sarcophagus will be like...
They put the whole group in here. Harper, I will let you go because you must pass my message on to future generations.
No, that would be good. His message, and I'll stand on the top, and I was just like, Aquilini should kill himself. Francisco Aquilini should fucking kill himself.
He owns the Canucks.
Yeah,
it's a hockey thing that...
I don't know. What other strong opinions do you have, Malcolm? Let me think.
Dude.
He may have bailed my bank out. Thus was the word of Malcolm. But he can suck my ass and dick from the back.
You're just really complaining about taxes. That's the entirety.
He's got like 4
so you're like, is Hawaii really
a
a state? Is it really a state? Are we sure?
It's a popular tourist destination, and in its capacity as a popular tourist destination, it has no sports teams, which means it's not a real state.
Seinfuck.
Hey guys, Robert here. Are you enjoying the episode so far? If so, that probably means I'm not. But that's not what's important right now. I just wanted to let you know that we're looking for members for our Patreon. So far, there's just the basic $5 tier to help keep the lights on and get Sasha paid for his amazing editing. But we're right now brainstorming what that and higher tiers will ultimately include. If you have any suggestions as well, we'd love to hear them. Apparently, my suggestion of a $1 million tier where you come to my house and fuck me was, quote, irresponsible and wildly illegal, not to mention ridiculously expensive. Pfft, losers. Anyway, if you'd like to support us, please find our Patreon through our link tree and consider donating. It'll go a long way in keeping the pod on the air. Now, back to the episode.
How many states don't have sports teams? It's what, Wyoming, Nebraska,
Probably North Dakota. I don't fucking
North Dakota.
know.
They play in college.
There's states that don't have fucking sports teams? I had no idea.
You can take like half the stars off the flag. Those aren't real
Well,
places.
not like major league sports teams.
Like
I
if
think
you
is the
chunked
thing.
Idaho into Wyoming and rolled that into Oregon, you could just call that one territory. What are these needless lines we're drawing here?
Yeah, it's called Idaho historically.
Greater Oregon.
Yeah.
They have college teams, but who's watching those? College fans.
Sports
that haven't
gamblers.
gone
Those are the people watching those.
Yeah.
Like
Do
full
you
on
watch,
addicts.
John, do you watch sports or gamble on sports, more importantly?
No, I'm not a big sports guy. The only
More importantly, John, what's the over-under on Fox strikeout tonight so I can hit this parlay?
I think it's an under.
I do watch wrestling, though, because
based.
I'm an F-slur. But
Yes, a huge F-slur, just like me. Just a big fucking F-slur.
Jesus Christ.
You're a mark, I'm a mark, and I think we should have a wrestling match, John.
Yes, I'm down.
The loser has to apologize for the mean comments that were said about me.
It's funny. I started getting into wrestling more recently because a friend of mine started up like a local wrestling federation called Boom Wrestling, and like the debut match was that he got a bunch of wrestlers together at like a Legion Hall to like figure out the middle name of his newborn daughter, and it was one of the most electric nights of my life.
Wasn't it like Megatron or something?
It was like it like came down to like they did a whole setup about like the great grandmother's name. It was like Grace, and they've got a video of the woman, and they had like it's like he's the good guy wrestler, and of course like the heel of the whole tournament's name was just like Zephyr, Zeffirelli.
Big Mark over here, smartest Mark I ever met. He knows the names of the moves. He knows all the backstage lingo. The good guy wrestler. He comes into the ring. Yes.
Yeah, and then it was like Zeffirelli or just something stupid like that, and it was just like immediately it was like the 3-second like takedown, like not even like a match. It was glorious.
See, Malcolm, I think, this is actually a good little segue and maybe even an investment opportunity, John, if you want to hop in on this. I've heard of a new sports thing that's happening in greater Los Angeles. I think it's just on brand. It is world first sperm racing league.
Is that for real?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
Sperm racing is a real
Sperm
thing.
racing?
What are the rules?
KTL at 5. A sperm racing ? A new sport is coming to Los Angeles.
How do you even watch that?
You read that, right? A startup recently announced the launch of the world's first live stream sperm race, and you'll be able to watch its inaugural edition right here in Los Angeles.
So we got a big silicon tube that we put a frozen egg in.
No, that's exactly it. No, that is exactly it.
You're shitting me. Did I think of this? Did I
you
pitch
might
this?
have. If you had like maybe a month ago, you would have made $1 million.
I'm so stupid.
Investment.
Wait, they got $1 million worth of investments? Oh my god!
Cum races are that's big money. You could already tell.
Well, John, I guess we got to settle this the old-fashioned way. You, me, L.A. cum race.
Cum race.
Not the old-fashioned kind, actually, because that means it would just be who can come the quickest.
And this thing is probably not a glorified money laundering scheme like it probably actually is.
Yeah, is it the Cum Olympics? Like, can we get a sponsorship from like Pornhub or like Brazzers or Bang Bus or
You're
Men.com?
fucking with the sanctity of cum racing when you say that it's just a money laundering scheme. Okay?
Yeah, this is a real
Pros
thing.
like me who have been training their swimmers to escape the ravages I put my body through with all the Mountain Dew and the sitting on batteries and the bathing.
Very tight shorts.
Every can
very tight.
Buckfast makes my swimmers go faster.
I am the founder and creator of Frog, the beverage-like substance which you nuke in the microwave.
No.
It is not entirely a beverage, John, and I can understand how you get confused. Well, hold on now. Frog is not a drink per se. It is a beverage-like substance with a high
viscosity.
Viscosity. Thank you so much, John. And it tastes sort of like Green Jolly Ranchers. Is that the precise flavor? I'll leave that up to you. Once you warm it up and you put it in its special receptacle.
And you microwave it for 5 minutes.
It does take 5 minutes to heat up, yes. But think of all the bonding you can do with your family in that 5 minutes, okay?
That is a long time in the microwave.
It's a long time. Hey, all right? It'll work out.
It's in a square can, and yes, the can is metal.
It is optimal for storage. If you put it in the fridge and it has a round can, you will fit less frog in the fridge. That's just true. That's just facts.
That's just physics, as he says.
And if you subject your semen to frog long enough, they will run faster because they have to escape the toxic hell you are creating inside of your ball sack.
You drink enough, eventually your significant other or the frozen sperm receptacle that you're jizzing in will become a superhero.
John, I have a factory in Guangdong producing this about 5 cents a pop. Would you like to get in on the ground floor of something great?
Yeah, absolutely. How much do you need and where do I sign?
Okay, shenzhenironworks@gmail.com. I'm going to send you a DocuSign. And if there's any additional attachments, don't worry about that. That's, you're going to want to review those. No, hey now. Yeah. You're going to want to review those later. All right. And once the DocuSign is complete, we'll turn it around to Robert. He's taken a Latin classics class, which kind of makes him a sort of a lawyer.
A legal savant.
Yeah. So,
I know what
savant
the words mean.
Savant in the original context, where he's like retarded, but he can do shit.
in the classical sense. In the classical sense.
In the classical sense, because I am a classics master.
That's right. Robert, how do you say drink cum in Latin?
Bebo, no.
I was this one. Say the N word.
just cut
Let
in.
It fly. Sasha will cut it.
Sasha, just insert in a long bleep and just stun silence.
John, it's Sasha from Seinfuck again. I'll release the audio unless you meet my demands.
You're sure? Oh, fuck. That was fun.
Bring up the user submission, huh?
Yeah, I think it's about time if you guys are ready. Are you ready to answer user submission, John? This will be your first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, this is a question from someone who'd like to be known as Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Hey, Julia. Oh, my, he's got the gun to his head.
Stop putting the gun to your head, Julia.
Ask the question.
We're concerned about you. Their song recommendation is The Light by Common. It's a classic song.
Has anyone heard that song?
I have.
Did you?
Is it the one that's like, I saw the light?
No, it's not that.
No, that's I saw the sign or
whatever.
That's
a
that's a Nazi band.
Are they a Nazi band?
They're a fucking Nazi band.
Really?
Okay, we have to pause the user submission. How are they a Nazi band?
I saw what's the name of the band?
Hold on.
I saw the black sun and I threw a Roman salute. I saw the sun.
Yeah, Ace of Base. They're like a Nazi band. If you listen to their other songs, they're like white supremacists and shit.
Oh, jeez. Like what's the band name?
Ace of Base.
Ace of Base.
Ace of Base. You know, I have heard a couple Ace of Base songs at a rally where people's shoelaces were tied a particular way in a particular color.
Fucking Christ.
Oh man. Yeah, they're the band where they're like, oh yeah, we've been doing the Roman salute for ages.
Before it was cool.
Taking it back. Elon's really fucking taking a little bite off of that, and that's our cake that he's taking bites out of.
Yeah,
I saw the sun.
Ace of Base's Nazi past revealed in disturbing lyrics of Ulf Ekberg's former band.
Jeez.
They had a bunch of Nazi lyrics in the Ace of Base
Who's that indie wrestler who's the fucking Nazi? He's in an Aryan rock band. Schlack. Schlack is a
driver.
No, he's in like Game Changer wrestling type beats where he's out there fucking smashing light bulbs and shit over his back
in like a backyard somewhere.
Yeah. That guy's a Nazi, and he like wears glasses when he plays it. What a nerd, dude! Like, you may be jacked for sure, but like
that's the thing you're insulting him over, not being a Nazi, being a nerd.
I'm gonna insult him over being all show, no go. First of all, those muscles are huge, yes, and you look like you could beat my ass. But I guarantee you, if I like somehow got behind you, you wouldn't be able to reach me, because I was behind you and you couldn't move your arm that direction. So I think I got a good plan to beat you, Schlack. And also, you are addicted to painkillers, and I think that makes me better than you.
It does.
Okay, Julie.
I will say this. I looked up a photo of Ulf Ekberg, and he does look like a Nazi. I will admit that.
That's fair.
Well, you know how to pick him, Pharaoh. I'll tell you that much.
Does he look like a Nazi, or is he just German?
Well, he's Swedish, so
okay,
he's
then
got that blue-eyed blonde hair. And he goes by his nickname Buddha. So yeah,
that's interesting. Buddha. How does that tie into the Aryan Brotherhood?
Think of what the swastika or where it originated.
No,
I think that's Hinduism.
Because that's
I thought it's both. It's absolutely both.
This is something
they saw the sign, and it was in all these other religions.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the question from Julia is, which couple in film /TV /book /video games that was quote unquote happily ever after definitely breaks up, and why?
Happily ever after.
Yeah. So what is a classic sort of romance story that definitely ended in a very toxic, messy way?
Well, that's a good question. I'd have to think on that.
John, have you ever broken up with someone or not broken up with someone, but has anyone had you break up with their significant other through the stream?
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times.
That sucks.
It seems like that would be your most popular customer.
Years ago, actually. It hasn't happened in a really long time, but
they can just do it over text now, I guess.
Yeah. Most people like to handle it themselves, I guess, but
yeah. Also, I feel like I watched the stream where you talk you have a bit of a backlog, right, as well. So it's like, are you going to stay in the relationship until the backlog clears?
Jon Breaks Bad. Yeah, okay.
How long ago did he break up with you?
Yeah, that's what I love that. I'm just like, hey, I'm staying in this until John makes the call, then I'm out. I pull the parachute.
Firecrackers. Get out of my fucking apartment, bitch. Get the fuck out. You got the call from John. Get out.
But we've been together for 3 years.
I sent in that request 2 years ago.
Yeah. A toxic relationship that resulted in a for sure breakup after the happily ever after.
This is a weird question because I don't know.
I am actually struggling to think of
watch romance like that.
Quintessential romance.
Do we have another question?
Fuck off.
Brokeback Mountain, maybe. I feel like.
Well, they did break up by the end of it.
I think one of them dies in the movie.
All right. Well,
it's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay, let me think. Look, I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain because I'm not really interested in watching gay cowboys fuck.
The easy answer in my mind is Jim and Pam from The Office. I think they're not together anymore. His sports thing went bust. She was like, I'm an art teacher now, and then they stay together for the kids. And then it fell apart. Once the camera stopped rolling and he stopped making his gestures to the camera, oh.
I think Ross from I don't think they broke up in Friends, but Ross and Rachel, I'm pretty sure Rachel was murdered by Ross. I think that's just what happened. Just fully first degree too. Not anything.
No, that's perfectly believable because can you imagine having a friend like Ross who has the key to your house and he just walks in and he looks at you, John, and goes, "Hey.
Hi."
I would fucking hate that. I hate friends so fucking much.
It feels like a very 90s thing to just be like, yeah, just come on in anytime you want.
There's no crime in New York City. Go on. Just we'll leave the door open.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Me and all my friends live in the same apartment building.
Obviously, she's just to kind of give another like example of me or like a potential. Obviously, like J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit now, but like, didn't she like have like she talked one time in an interview where it's just like, I really should have had Hermione and Harry end up together, like fucking. And so it's like, what? How does that end?
Ron and Hermione break up, and then Harry's
and then Hermione
like, hey,
rebounds immediately.
Harry.
Yeah.
Exactly. She dates or whatever her name was that J.K.
Jesus
Rowling
fuck.
That's her name. That's
I
what
don't know. I don't give a shit about Harry Potter.
I don't think that's her name.
Pretty close.
So it's I think it's her name is Chang. I don't know.
If J.K. Rowling puts a
Fuck off.
yeah, they all look the same. What's the matter?
I'm in Vancouver right now. They're gonna murder me.
No, it's fine. Listen, there's a real hot dog place in Vancouver called Chung Chun. All right, you can go to Chung Chun.
Close.
That sounds like ethnically correct, though.
And
Chung
it's
Chun.
right next to 9/11 pizza.
Yeah, we also have 9/11 pizza.
You're not going to like Nip Nong Pizza or anything like that.
No, you're going to Chung Chun hot dog. It's really close to Stanley Park, so it's like you get your Chung Chun and then you
watch
go.
homeless people fuck. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. You can join in, and if after
is that true? They're so accepting out there.
Yeah, it's Canada.
Homeless woman with big enough tits. Hey, all right. You don't gotta slam it every now and then. All right. Top heavy homeless woman.
I'll take you to
Buck Panic on twitter.com. If you're homeless and a D cup or above, hit my DMs. I will send Robert to collect you.
Oh, no. He'll listen, ladies. He'll take you to Chung Chun hot dog. It's right on, Robson and Pender. It's a real place.
I'll feed you all kinds of things.
So close. Yeah. I don't know if there's any really like any more that are just kind of like out there and obvious.
If J.K. Rowling added a black character to her book, it would be like Ladarius Freeman or something like that. She's just got no naming conventions ability. I don't know if everyone's made this observation, but it's still really bad that no one's like taken her to task for it.
What about Ariel from The Little Mermaid and the other guy?
Oh, yeah.
Get your voice back and she starts talking about all that fish shit. I could imagine him just being like, get the fuck out.
Just hit it and quit it?
Yeah.
Just hit it and quit it? Oh, fuck, Eric.
Talking about her friend Flounder, the fish. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking?
It's like bubbling at him.
He just looks down and he's like got fish at the table and he's eating it.
What's his little manservant's name again? It was fucking
Sebastian?
No, the guy that was with the prince or whatever.
Oh, I don't fucking know. It's been such a long time since I've seen that one. I know Snow White breaks up with whatever Prince Charming just to get teamed by the fucking dwarves. That's what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
Dude. They got all over that pussy.
Let's think about it in the inverse, Robert, because that is much more applicable
they become
to our
like
situation,
what is it? Like, what's more than a thruple? They become like a
septuple, I
it's
believe.
A polycule. It's called a polycule.
Okay, yeah, they got the polycule going on.
And it would be a septuple if we're going to split hairs.
Is it splitting hairs?
Well, wouldn't it be 8 ways? So septuple is 7.
Oh, no, you're right. So octuple. Never mind. John's on it. It. I was just thinking 7 dwarves. Dopey might have just died of a heroin overdose, and so I was just trying to be accommodated.
Dopey wouldn't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sleepy would do that.
Yeah, Dopey's into this more than anyone else. Sleepy's a little like, I'm only hanging out because these are my friends.
Sleepy's only good for 1 round.
Gustan and that little queer that follows him around. And that couple is not making it after that movie's done.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
I think Beauty probably leaves Beast after her first UTI.
Oh no! I hate it.
Milo Thatch won't learn to speak the language either, so there's no chance his ass stays in Atlantis.
Yeah, no, he's full like 1900s England.
That sucked. That sucked, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be better.
No, that was good. You're right.
You're
good fucking
one.
right.
I think
trying
Lola
to think
Bunny,
of others.
Never mind.
Wait, hold on, Lola Bunny.
Yeah, well,
John perked up real quick after that.
Do you like looking at Lola Bunny's ass cheeks? Inquiring minds got to know.
When I was a kid, yeah, sure.
When we were kids, yeah, sure. Yeah. That's just when.
I mean, she has a full fucking like toe up body like a profile shot in fucking Space Jam. That was designed to break kids' brains.
It's true. That's so true, Robert. And same with every character in PS2 platformers.
Yeah, dude, I remember the first Lara Croft game, the first Tomb Raider game, and she had those like big pyramid tits.
The huge triangles.
And my dad would just be like, "Yeah, I fucking."
We're gonna go full.
Do we have the same dad?
I think we all have the same dad.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking? There's big triangles.
It's just big pixels.
God, John, look at her. I'd love to put my dick in her butt. That's what I want to do.
Hey, have you heard of this thing? I've heard there's a cheat code where you can make her naked. Let's do that, son.
Yeah, well, let's find the cheat code.
Yeah, we got to find the cheat code.
He's like over your shoulder while you're on the fucking 90s beige beast computer.
Just feverishly checking the message boards.
It's like, it's okay, son. I'll pay for the antivirus software. Get onto the.
You gotta do this. Do this for your pops.
This is bonding, and then I'll teach you how to masturbate.
Did he get a hot dog? Get a hot dog out? I guess you said he used his penis. It was wishful thinking on my part.
I have to save this picture. I hadn't read the full article of the sperm racing, and look at this. Oh God, I'm not sure if I can send it to John.
Just put it on the screen.
Just put it on screen.
Okay, it's so fucking funny. It's this doesn't have to make it into the episode, but this is the diagram that they put into the fucking like patent for the fucking thing.
Just describe it. Describe it.
Your skin's too white. You can't see
it. I see all fingers. It's all fingers.
You need to get a tan.
It's also like you're trembling.
I can't help it. I have a tremor.
You're like
it's the alcohol.
I have a tremor. I haven't had a drink.
I can't.
No, it's the drinking that gets me. There, I sent it to the fucking Discord. One of you can, with your not shaky fingers and bullshit, can show it.
Add me to the Discord. Where's
add fucking John to the Discord.
Hold on, let me see if I can. I
don't know what your Discord is. In this fucking program, if you fucking retards would learn to use it. It says right there, lower right hand corner, chat. You can put pictures in chats. Like every chat made them. Oh my fucking god, dude! It's like a hand drawn chart too. That's so good.
It looks like halfway between like cocktail napkin. Okay.
Oh my god! Why is it like it's just a hand drawn fucking?
Exactly.
Now, they did go back later.
Sperm going in.
They did go back later, John. You like that? And added the sperm direction notifier so you would know which direction the sperm was going.
Yeah, and the gradient / lamellar flow direction.
Oh, I didn't even see that. See, this is so detailed. And whoever is the author of this piece and over the age of 18, as I hope you are, as you have millions of dollars from potential investors.
One of them is an ex-Mr. Beast employee.
I would like to be an athlete in your organization. I have a guaranteed minimum that my agent will ask, but I think that we could really come to terms. What do you mean you don't?
No, it's your guaranteed minimum is like, $20 and a pack of Marlboro Red Cowboy
My agent
Killers.
is Pharaoh McNurk. Okay.
I'm right here.
He's going to argue me.
Asked what inspired this venture. They say male fertility is declining, a lot. Jesus.
Listen, we have a male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, maybe we wouldn't if we're coming in tubes.
Real quick, I know that we're got off course here and that we're taking up a lot of your time, John. I appreciate you staying.
Yeah.
No,
appreciate you.
Don't worry about it.
Why do you have anthropomorphic beasts in your fucking house, Malcolm? Behind Robert, you can see them. You can see like 3 furry art pieces commissioned.
They're like Bojacks. They're like Bojack.
They're anthropomorphic creatures.
Yeah. So you got a fox, you got a bear, and
that one's got
its
antler. Tits out.
Which one?
None of them have their tits out. There's no
antler. It's just a white
How much did
shirt.
you pay for that?
Hold on. How much did I pay for it? I think it was like $50 each.
It's
commission.
Way too much.
No, it's not too much.
Too much.
I just was at some like art fair and then like they were selling them and they would just
the girl was hot and
it was a girl.
Yeah, it was a female artist. I support
there
women.
It is.
Yeah, you got me there.
And
at the time I was really into BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, I would like 3.
What are you doing after this? When is this wrapping up?
It's just, these are really, I like the way he stands. It kind of looks like me.
Can you follow me on
Do you
Instagram?
have an Instagram?
I'll follow you. You follow me
You
back.
guys are cornballs. You guys are fucking cornballs. I know that's legit your move too. That's fucked up.
It's not
You
my
guys go to
move.
Winnie's just like,
What are you trying?
I was wondering, we've been drinking, and do you have an Instagram that I could get from you? I would love to.
What's your play, John? I want to know your play, but Harper, he's
been
the
out
man.
of the game for 15 years. What are you talking about, game?
No, but what was your game? What was the game 15 years ago?
Well, I told her every horrible thing about me, and then I snorted a caffeine pill in front of her, and then we made out.
That's true love.
God
That's true
damn.
love. I've never seen more true love in my life. I have a friend of mine who likes to take girls on dates to a very busy 24/7 coffee place called Brecca, and then he like dumps all of his like all of the bad stuff on the first date. And he does it at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and he's like, the one that takes up the offer on the second date will be my wife, and he's never got a second date.
I'm not fucking surprised.
That's a good one.
I tell him, I'm like, please, you got to do something else. There's like nice restaurants, like
Go to the movies.
just down the street. There's sushi, and he's just like, no, I must tell them that all my friends are alcoholics except for 2. So,
No, that's good. If you want to know my move, Robert,
Yeah, what's your move? You got to, put your money where your mouth is.
well, I look at that beautiful woman. This is certainly a woman and not a man,
it could be a man.
and I wouldn't hit on men
Men hit on you.
often.
Yep.
And I'd say, why are you looking at me like that? Like one of those girl next door characters in like a 90s rom-com movie. You look at every guy like that? Hi, Harper. Nice to meet you.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. So you come here
I
often?
love how you're purposely making your voice a lot deeper.
I could do it deeper than this. Is a conversation. I'll be like, so I usually come here on Fridays. And I like the screwballs here quite a bit. You ever had one? I'll get you one. Hey, my man. My man.
You talk
My man.
quieter to the bartender than you
My
do.
man.
And then the bartender.
The bartender just looks at you. It's like, I got you.
Screwballs, please. Yeah.
Please.
Please. I feel like afterwards you're like, you want to see something cool, and then you whip out your phone and you just show them like RuneScape highlights. You're like,
Showing
look
them,
at what I pulled
Coyotes
up.
games highlights like that. I was there.
You're like,
for
I'm
this goal.
99. I'm going 99. It's pretty crazy. I'm committed. I do commitment.
I'm showing them my WoW kill streak videos from like vanilla PvP.
2006. Oh, fuck.
I'm a scat man.
No, the thing with the meta on this time that the warriors were extremely OP, but terrible in PvE. They couldn't gather rage for shit.
You're like
one-shot macros.
I'm a bit of a celebrity, and then you show them the Leroy Jenkins video, and you're like, that's
Leroy steal it.
That'd be so. Okay, well, I'm kind of famous.
you're like, you're like, oh, that wasn't me. I was just one of the guys around.
And
No,
then you
Time's up.
have
Let's do
sex,
this.
and then you make weird noises like the rest of us.
My noises aren't weird. They're cool. My noises are cool. Your guys' are weird because you're weird. I'm cool, so my noises are also cool.
Well, I think the way we're going to decide this is if we just each have to send a video to John, and he has to give us a rating.
I'm really busy these next couple weeks. Got a lot going on. Don't know if I have time to. Well, I might, to find a girl and to then get her to a bar and then back to my house. It's just a big investment for me right now, Robert.
To quote,
God, I can't do it.
I watched Tommy Wiseau's new movie, Big Shark, not that long ago at theaters because he's doing like a touring. It's a terrible movie, but it has one of my favorite lines, which I feel like I'm going to give to you. I think you should use this, Harper, which is some character gives a big speech and then goes, "Time is money, and I gotta go." And then he walks off the screen after 5 minutes.
You know what my big play is genuinely though? Like for real?
What is it?
I sit next to him and I try not to stare or say anything, and I'll order a drink and I'll like compliment one thing about them, and then I'll leave the room like on Drake and Josh. And here's the sweet part of this move is that it doesn't work, and Dan Schneider is a liar in addition to being a pedophile. And
that's where this was going.
If you don't already have a girlfriend,
that's where this was going.
Women can tell if you have.
You're mad that Dan Schneider didn't script a better move for you.
I am, yeah. Dan, you'd think would be a lot
He'd be
better.
the man.
Yeah, he'd be
Josh,
the man.
Dan the man
Josh
with the
Peck was getting too many bitches, and that's ruining your life now.
Hey, Josh. Nice move, asshole. You really fucked everything up for me. Can we cut this fucking thing? It's been like an hour and a half. I'm dying out here.
No, I thought you were going to put the gun to your head and finally finish.
You keep talking.
John, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I just want to give the off rant or hand the off rant to John here. No, go on, Malcolm. We can cut around. It's fine.
No, you did it. You deserve this, Robert.
I deserve this. I don't deserve this. I am going to be smug about this. John, where can people find you if they don't already fucking know about you while listening to this podcast? JonBreaksBadNews.com is my website, and all of the socials are just under Jon Breaks Bad News. So I'm on pretty much everything. So if you go to youtube.com/JonBreaksBadNews, twitch.tv/JonBreaksBadNews, facebook.com/JonBreaksBadNews. Yeah, all of them are just Google Jon Breaks Bad News and you'll find me. Perfect. Thank you very much, John. It's honestly been incredible having you on. Great conversations all around. Thank you. Despite Harper's best efforts. No, I'm just glad that I didn't come into a podcast where you guys were like, so how'd you get started? No, I was like, oh man, if this is going to be one of those, I'm going to have to get drunk. We specifically, you could have still done that. Yeah, we would have cracked a cold one with you. But
I got a brief on it. I didn't read it because I just knew you'd be a cool guy and that your cock is longer than 4 inches. Robert started asking me to interview you. Honestly, no, I didn't. Fuck off. He was like, this is an interview. And you need to be private.
Yeah, Robert came to me and it's like, we gotta do an interview, guys.
We have to be informed. We gotta make sure we come to him, and we have to make sure we appreciate him as an artist.
All you Seinfuckers out there, blow your load for John. What a great guest. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get some fanfare, Sasha. Loud trumpets, loud marching band.
And Sasha, end this with a scream and then a big old fat fart.
Thanks.